Today we're going to be decorating our bedroom for Christmas, and I have lots of updates to share with you on our room. So I hope you enjoy watching the process of bringing our bedroom together for Christmas. Here is a quick look at our bedroom before, and you know, if you've been watching since back in the spring, we found this poster bed on Facebook, and since having this in our space and sleeping on it for several months now, we began to realize it was not the ideal bed for this space for multiple reasons. As beautiful as the aesthetic of it was a very tight fit, and we could actually only walk around to one side of the bed. So after looking for a while for different beds, we finally found this bed on walmart.com, and I'm so in love with the way it fits the space. It feels so cozy. And that's the reason this video is out a little bit later than I intended, because I was waiting for it to come in and to get it assembled and everything like that. And then once we got the new bed, I knew I wanted to be on the hunt for new nightstands that would match the feel of the room better. And I was so thankful when Ernest reached out. As soon as I spotted these beautiful French court style nightstands with the gold accents, I knew that these were it. They were so easy to assemble. They come already put together. All you have to do is attach the legs and the drawer pulls with the screws that it provides, and these are incredibly sturdy nightstands with such beautiful detail. The drawers glide beautifully, and that's another thing. I'm so excited to have nightstands with drawers. It sounds so silly, but those tables were the only nightstands we had ever used, and I had always thought about having drawers because it would be so nice to put the books I'm reading in, lotion, lip balm, our remotes, everything like that that we use every night, because our tables were always just so cluttered with all the miscellaneous things, which is perfectly fine, but it just feels like a luxury now to get to experience having such organized bedside tables to hold everything in, and I just love it. I highly recommend Ernest. They have so much nice furniture on their website, and you all can get 20% off site-wide if you use the code and link that I will have in the description box. And thank you so much, Ernest, for our gorgeous new nightstands. They are a dream, and I just love how well they pair with the new bed. I don't even think you can tell in the video, but we just have so much more room in here now with this smaller bed frame. I also love that it brings the French cottage look into our room, and it matches the look of our couch and coffee table. So I feel like it really flows better from room to room. The bed frame and our couch are the same color and material, and they both have the tufting. So I feel like they just pair perfectly together. Ernest also sells the matching dresser to these nightstands, and I think that would be so pretty in here as well. I might eventually get that later on down the road. I think it would be so pretty over here in this corner, and of course tie in with the nightstands. But again, I just love the beautiful gold legs and the hardware, and then the beautiful detail on the wooden drawers. They're so pretty. Now we're going to get started on the bedding, and I'm going to be adding on our flannel Christmas sheets. These were from Target a couple years ago. I'm not sure if they still have these exact sheets, but I can find similar ones and link them below. And then I'm also going to use all of the same pillows that I used on our bed last Christmas, and the same quilt and shams. The only difference is I'm going to add a fur throw at the end, because we love to cover up with that at night when it's cold. It's so warm, and that's one of our favorite blankets. So I just folded that up at the bottom, added all our Christmas pillows, and I also I'm going to be adding these new lamps that I found at TJ Maxx, because the pink lamps that we had previously were really throwing off the red and green Christmas look. So my plan is I'll bring those back out for spring, but for now I'm going to use the neutral lamps. And then I'm also going to add 2 green trees inside of these ironstone canisters and add some pretty velvet ribbon to them. And then I also found this mirror at TJ Maxx, and I thought it would be such a beautiful addition to the nightstand, along with this little thrifted jewelry dish. And then over on my husband's side, I'm also, like I said, gonna add a green tree. And to balance out the brass that is on this mirror, I'm gonna add to his side my little brass rocking horse with a red taper in it. And then I'm also gonna add a blue ribbon to his tree as well. We now have a taller headboard. I thought it would be really pretty to add a garland to it, and I love this Real Touch garland because it's not messy, it doesn't shed, and it's super soft so it won't scratch up the upholstered fabric. And then I already had this stocking garland. I got it at Michael's a couple years ago, and I thought it would be pretty to layer it over the green garland for another pop of that ticking stripe that will match like the sheets and the bedding. So I think that they paired together really nicely, and I love the way the bed turned out. And then I also grabbed these little storage bins from TJ Maxx, and I'm going to use these just to organize the nightstands a little and to put a couple things in there that I use every night. And so I'm going to share what those look like and how well they fit in the drawers here. I also added a green wreath over on one of my vintage gold mirrors that's on the wall to incorporate some more of that winter greenery, and I'll share a clip of that at the end and what that looks like. But that is how our bedroom turned out for Christmas. Thank you again so much to Ernest for partnering with me on these gorgeous nightstands. They really brought the room together, and you know, if you've been watching for years, I've always mentioned looking and not being able to find the right tables that would fit in our room. So seeing how well these fit in here, it just makes me so happy, and I'm just in love with them. So again, don't forget to check out the link below if you're interested in checking out Ernest. I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your week, and the next video that I'll be sharing is our Christmas home tour, so stay tuned for that, and I will see you then.